Hello and welcome. My name is Kelsey and I'm a movement artist. Today we are going to explore how the natural world can inspire movement art. How are we looking at trees moving, ocean waves coming and going, and how do we put that in movement? This video is part of the Acadiana Center for the Arts online series, Virtual Art Studio, where teaching artists present lessons in visual art, dance, music, and more that you can enjoy from anywhere. We're going to start with some breathing. I love to use movement to kind of get my mind that feels like it's everywhere and bring it into one place. A really good way to do that is with breathing techniques. So follow me. As my arms go up, we inhale. As my arms go down, we exhale. Inhale slow. Exhale slow. Inhale slow. Exhale as slow as you possibly can. Fast. Inhale fast. Exhale fast. Inhale. Nice job. We're using our body to control our breath. It's a really cool thing to remember that when everything's crazy, you can always control your breath. Let's try something else. I want you to freeze on the inhale like this. Exhale, you can move. Inhale, freeze. Exhale, move. Inhale, freeze. Exhale, move. Freeze. Move. Freeze. Inhale, freeze. Nice job, guys. Now we're going to keep that warm-up going and talking about that natural world. Put your head in the wave. I'm imagining my head floating in a wave. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Tide in, tide out. Can you make it a slower wave? Normal speed. Nice. Put your shoulders in the wave. Maybe one shoulder. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Try two shoulders. Nice. Put your stomach in the wave. Nice. Let's make it smaller. Put your hands in the wave. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Pretty much stays the same most of the time. But sometimes there's storms. The waves get really big and big, and they crash. And then it starts over. The tide goes in, tide goes out. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Put your head in the wave. A lot of artists are inspired by the natural world in their work. You might see paintings of trees or sculptures of waves crashing, dances where movers are looking like animals moving through, or trees swaying, or tree shapes. This has been going on forever. We think nature is cool. And there's a lot of peace to be found in those moments. So when I'm making dances, I first turn to outside for ideas. Let's imagine that your chair is dirt. Under the chair is worms, dirt, nutrient-like things, and above the chair is air, sunshine, the good stuff. And you, my friend, are a seed, a tree seed. Think about what kind of tree you might grow into. And those trees need water and rain to grow. Do you think they grow down or up first? Down. We get roots. Your legs might melt. Let's try. Melting legs. Growing arms. A sprout. Keep growing tall. You slow as you can. Very nice. Make your tree shape. And if the wind is blowing, you might sway slowly. Very nice. Melt back all the way down to your seed. Nice job, friends. Let's try again. Melt and stretch those legs. Grow those hands to your sprout. Keep growing slowly. Carefully make your tree shape. And sway. And melt. Nice job. Now, trees aren't going anywhere fast, but there are tons of things in nature that move. So, before we get moving, let's touch on locomotor movement. Can you say locomotor movement? Yeah, locomotor movement. Yes, and locomotor movement just means a movement that takes you to a new place. So, before we start moving around the room, we need to know what is a good place to be. Do you think really close to your neighbor is a good spot? No! Do you think really close to technology is a good idea? Nah! You want to have an open space where you can move your arms freely. So, in just a moment, when I say go, you're going to find a new spot to move in the room. Don't run. Walk there. Stand tall when you get there so I know you made it. Ready? Find a new place in the room. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. Not too close to the wall. Find a new place in the room. Three, 2, 1. Nice. One more time. Find a new spot. Great. Now, this time when I say go, you're going to walk slowly around the room. When you're walking around the room, we're making no sound. You don't have to touch people or say, excuse me. We're going to just move slowly around the room. Everybody walk. Freeze. Walk slowly. Freeze. Nice. This time, we're going to tiptoe around the room. Freeze. Freeze. Can you think of another locomotor movement? Slide around the room. Freeze. Can anybody think of another locomotor movement? March. Freeze. Freeze. Do we have another locomotor movement? Hop. Freeze. Nice job, guys. All of those are locomotor movements. Movements that take us to a new place. Now, everybody, tiptoe back to your chair. Stand tall when you get there. Nice job, guys. Next, we're talking about pathways. Now, locomotor movement takes you from one place to another place, but how are you getting there? Pathways. The first one is a straight pathway. Pretty straight forward. You can walk in a straight pathway. Ready? Take 4 steps. Now 4 steps back. 4 steps straight side. 4 steps straight this way. A straight pathway. Next, You could move in a wavy pathway from side to side, like a wavy line. Let's walk in a wavy pathway. And back. Nice wavy line. Great. The next one is circular. Walking in a circle. Maybe a really small circle. Or a little bigger circle. This is a circular pathway. Have a zigzag pathway. Kind of like wavy, but with sharper corners. Zigzag. Zigzag. And next, my favorite, a random pathway. Not a whole lot of logic or sense going on there. My favorite, random. You can walk randomly any way you want, any direction, however many steps. It's random. For this next section, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. So you can pause it if you need to and go ahead and grab those things. All right, welcome back. I'm going to put up all of these pathways for just a moment, and I want you to just kind of scribble down, jot down some lines or pathways that you find interesting. Maybe you can put them in an order or a pattern. A straight pathway, then a wavy pathway, straight and then wavy. Or you can organize them however you like. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to scribble or draw up a plan for your pathways. Let's think back to those locomotor movements. Hop, skip, gallop, tiptoe, slide, crawl. There's a lot of options when it comes to locomotor movement. On that piece of paper, jot down some of your favorites. Thanks for creating with us today. Be sure to come back next week for a new virtual art studio.